This recording is for the Touro University course MFT 630 with regard to the informed consent. As part of this informed consent, it is imperative that I communicate to you my license status. I am a registered marriage and family therapist, MFT trainee. A MFT trainee is a pre-licensed therapist who has completed master's degree coursework and is now in the practicum period, working on completing the 300 hours required for the Master of Science degree acquisition, followed by licensure in the state of California. For the record, I am also a Ph.D. in transpersonal counseling, as well as a Master of Science degree holder in mind-body medicine. The MFT licensure is for the purpose of working in clinical environments as well as private health and wellness settings. And the MFT trainee works under the license of a supervisor, an experienced licensed professional, and the MFT trainee, as an MFT trainee, I meet regularly with my supervisor to discuss client situations. With the exception of specific exceptions described on the form that you received, you have the absolute right to confidentiality in your therapy. I cannot and will not tell anyone else what you have told me, or even that you are in therapy with me, without your written prior consent. You may direct me to share information with whoever you choose, your doctor, for example, and you can change your mind and revoke that permission at any time in writing. However, there are important exceptions to the confidentiality of counseling relationships. I am required or permitted by law and professional ethical codes to reveal certain information under the following circumstances. Number one, if I believe you are a risk to hurting yourself or another person. Number two, if I suspect child abuse and or neglect. Number three, if I suspect the neglect or abuse of an elderly person or dependent adult. Or number four, if a court of law orders the release of specific information. You are also protected under the provisions of the Federal Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA. This law ensures the confidentiality of all electronic transmission of information about you. And if you communicate confidential or private information via email, I will assume that you have made an informed decision and will view it as your agreement to take the risk that such communications may be intercepted, and will honor your desire to communicate on such matters via email. Please do not use email for emergencies, and also please notify me if you decide to avoid or limit in any way the use of any or all communication devices such as email and cell phones. Regarding appointments, sessions are typically scheduled to occur on one time per week at the day and time that we decide, and I may, as a therapist, suggest a different amount of therapy depending on the nature of and severity of your concerns. And the agreed upon fee for the service has been previously discussed and decided upon. So by signing the statement, you are agreeing to be financially responsible for any costs incurred. Fees are payable at the time that service is rendered, and in order to cancel or reschedule an appointment, you are expected to notify me at least 24 hours in advance of your appointment. If you do not provide me with at least 24 hours notice, you may be responsible for paying the missed session. And in these cases, I reserve the right to charge you a reasonable fee, including the agreed upon fee noted above for appointments broken without adequate notice. Regarding emergencies, you may leave a message for me at any time on my confidential voicemail. Please note that I check my voicemail daily unless I have otherwise stated that I will be unavailable for a vacation or other situation. Regarding the risks and benefits, therapy involves both risks and benefits. Risks include the possibility of experiencing uncomfortable levels of feelings such as sadness, anger, and helplessness. Psychotherapy often requires recalling experiences, some of which may be unpleasant, and also involve making changes that can feel threatening to you and those close to you. However, therapy has been shown to have benefits to those who undertake it, and it often leads to a reduction of feelings of distress, to the resolution of specific problems, to better relationships, and increased feelings of well-being. So I very much look forward to supporting you in your journey towards better health and well-being.